This is a conversation between two persons traveling in a train. The train is moving towards Cannanore after passing Calicut. This video comes in 4 parts. In this part 1 video, the conversation is what takes place between Calicut and Badagara. You can listen to the audio. This audio recording had been done many years back. തീവണ്ടിയിൽ യാത്ര ചെയ്യുന്ന രണ്ടാളുകൾ തമ്മിലുള്ള സംഭാഷണമാണിത്. തീവണ്ടി കണ്ണൂരിലേക്ക് നീങ്ങുകയാണ്. അല്പസമയം മുൻപ് കോഴിക്കോട് പാസ് ചെയ്ത് കഴിഞ്ഞു. ഈ വീഡിയോവിന് 4 ഭാഗങ്ങളുണ്ട്. ഈ ഒന്നാം വീഡിയോയിലെ സംഭാഷണം കോഴിക്കോടിനും വടകരയ്ക്കും ഇടയിൽ വെച്ചാണ് നടക്കുന്നത്. ഇതിലുള്ള ശബ്ദരേഖ റെക്കോർഡ് ചെയ്തത് കുറേ വർഷങ്ങൾക്ക് മുൻപാണ്.
Can you please tell me the time?
It is just past 3:30.
Have we passed Calicut?
We just passed Calicut.
Which is the next main station?
The next main station, I think, is Badagara.
Is Cannanore the next main station after that?
I think the next main station after Badagara is Cannanore. Where do you want to get down?
I am going to Cannanore.
I am also getting down in Cannanore. Where do you want to go in Cannanore?
I have no specific place to go in Cannanore. I am coming for a place visit. I want to find some good locations.
I feel that you are not a Keralite. May I know where you are from?
I am from Bombay.
If you are from Bombay, may I ask why you want to find some good locations here in Cannanore?
There are some reasons for that.
What kind of locations are you seeking?
I heard that Cannanore has some very good beaches and such other places of scenic beauty.
The town might not be interesting. However, if you go to the seaside, there are a number of places which are quite beautiful.
Can you tell me the names of some such places?
I can tell you. That is not much of a problem.
Please wait. Let me take out my writing pad. I want to note them down.
Okay, you can note down these names.
Please tell.
The first name is Payambalam Beach.
How do you spell it?
Payambalam. Payambalam Beach.
I have written it down. Can you tell me the next place?
You can go to Baby Beach. However, that is now occupied by the Indian Army.
Is it a very nice place?
I have not gone there in recent times. However, it used to be quite nice many years ago. The surroundings were also quite nice. The approach road is also quite near to sea, on a cliff kind of landscape.
I will note this place. You said that this place is currently under the army control.
Yes, I heard that the army does not allow the local people to wander inside as and when they wish. It depends on what you want to do there, I suppose.
I will approach the senior officials. I do not think that I will have much problem in this regard.
Just out of curiosity, I am asking, What is your interest in getting the permission of the army officials for a simple visit?
Maybe you must have guessed that I am not on an ordinary sightseeing visit.
Since you mentioned that, I must admit that I do guess that you do have some definite purpose for coming so far from Bombay.
Your guess is correct. I'm not on an ordinary sightseeing visit. However, I do not want to divulge the details. It is just a business matter.
Maybe it is a business secret, so I cannot ask you to reveal it.
That is correct. However, I'm happy to have you. I found it quite difficult to find a person who's good in English to ask these things. Moreover, you're from Cannanore. That helps a lot.
I am a native of Cannanore. When I was young, around some 50 years back, there were places in Cannanore which were kind of English speaking. For instance, near to a place called Burnshire, a lot of Anglo-Indians used to live. Now the place has lost its English touch.
What happened to the Anglo-Indians?
Many left that place. Others converted into the local language culture. I think. I am not sure.
Since you're a native of Cannanore, you might know the place very intimately.
I can't say that. After my graduation, I shifted to Koilan.
Where is Koilan?
Koilan is in South Kerala, north of Trivandrum. I think you should come to Koilan also, if you are seeking good scenic locations. I know Koilan also has good locations, good seasides as well as lake shores.
Were you in the government service?
No, I was a businessman. Actually, my family is a business family. Our family business history goes back to the Madras State times. We were then part of Madras State.
You mean Cannanore was part of the Madras state? That is a very odd bit of information.
Actually, the whole of Malabar district was part of Madras State. Malabar was connected to Travancore and Cochin only in 1956. That was when Kerala was formed.
Malabar was one single district.
Malabar was a single district during the English rule period.
How many districts are there in Malabar now?
Let me count and see. Kasargod, Cannanore, Calicut, Wayanad, Malappuram, Palghat and Trichur. Now there are 7 districts in Malabar area.
Quite interesting. So one single location has been divided into 7 districts.
History is much more complicated than that. Actually, before the English rule period, I think there were 2 different Malabars, North Malabar and South Malabar.
How can there be 2 different regions in such a small place? Was there anything like a border or boundary between these 2 regions?
Korapura River was the dividing line between them. Our train crossed the bridge over that river a few minutes back. So technically, now we are in North Malabar.
How do you compare Koilan with Cannanore?
Both places are different. When I first moved to Koilan, way back in the 1960s, Koilan people, language and culture were all totally different.
You say that the language was different. How can that be? I understand that Kerala has only one language.
That is true. Malayalam is the language spoken all over Kerala now. However, in the earlier period when Malabar was connected to Travancore and Cochin, Malabar had a different dialect or language. For me to understand Malayalam was easy, for I had studied Malayalam in my school textbooks. However, Malabar language could not be understood by the people in Koilan.
Now they can understand it, I suppose.
Well, as of now, Malabar language has vanished. Only the people who have not had formal education do speak it in Malabar.
I heard that Malayalam has beautiful songs in it. Somebody told me that Malayalam has a lot of Sanskrit words inside it.
Malayalam songs, especially old-time film songs, are wonderful. However, as I am proficient in English, I prefer to converse in English.
This love for speaking in English is there even in Bombay also, among some persons. But then, that is fast fading off as of now. Hindi is becoming the more popular language for conversation over there. Even Marathi is second to Hindi.
Hindi also has beautiful film songs. I used to know a lot of old Hindi film songs. Nowadays, I do not have time for such things. However, I still prefer to speak in English.
May I ask you why you prefer English when we Indians have such wonderful languages?
It is just that Malayalam and other Indian languages have a lot of hierarchies and feudal tones in the words. In English, conversation is quite smooth.
Oh, that is a very new information for me. Let me think. Yes, what you say might be true.
I think we are approaching Badagara. The train is slowing down.
Getting acquainted with you was nice. I was a bit worried about finding someone who would give me some valuable information.
We can continue our talk after the train leaves Badagara. When the train stops, there will naturally be some commotion.